What's up, everybody on YouTube? AJ Rose about to discuss another video, and today we're going to be talking about the Denver Nuggets reaching their first NBA Finals appearance in franchise history. So there's a lot of things to say about the Denver Nuggets right now, but first I do want to say that Nikola Jokic is the best player in the league right now. Period, hands down. I honestly don't think it's a debate. For this season, for the longest, I did say that Joel Embiid was the MVP, and of course that is a regular season award, and the narrative's changed so much with that award nowadays. In my opinion, Nikola Jokic, he could have won his third MVP. Now saying that, I'm eating my words right now for sure. Nikola Jokic, he is that dude, that he's the best center, really, and it's really clear. His overall impact on the Denver Nuggets, it's second to none. Not only his ability to just impact the game offensively, from whether you want to talk about getting his teammates involved, the type of attention that he commands, and all things of that nature. I mean, Nikola Jokic is definitely a different breed. I mean, in this game against the Los Angeles Lakers in a closeout game 4, winning 113 to 111, Nikola Jokic, he ended up passing Wilt Chamberlain for most triple doubles in a playoff run with 8, and the previous record that Wilt Chamberlain had was 7. He's literally putting up historic numbers and doing it with ease. It doesn't look the way that we think it would look. He's not the most athletic center. He's not dunking on players. He's not the quickest center of all time. He's just super skilled, and he's able to just command and lead his team in a different way, unorthodoxly, like we've never seen before, and the Nuggets are reaping those rewards for sure. We can talk about the potential opponent in the Miami Heat that they'll be facing, because let's be real, the Celtics are not about to come back from 3-0. They're down bad. Even Marcus Smart said something about, we beat y'all last year, which is so irrelevant because they didn't even win the finals last year. So yeah, that series is cooked for sure. But the Heat and Nuggets NBA Finals, it really should be entertaining, and that's going to go a lot of ways. But this video is about the Denver Nuggets, and we're going to be giving them their flowers. I can make a whole video on Nikola Jokic, which I have before, but talking about him, talking about the Denver Nuggets right now, Jamal Murray as well, the way that he came back from his ACL injury and bringing his game to a whole nother level on the playoffs like he did in the bubble, it's been amazing. Now I will say that the NBA bubble definitely was different. He did play at a higher level in the bubble, but even in this series, he had a 30-point half. We saw the ability of him to have big stretches in scoring where the Lakers just couldn't do anything with him defensively, and we're going to be able to see in this series potentially against Miami. I don't want to diss the Celtics like that right now, but I mean, the series looks cooked, so let's just assume they play against the Miami Heat. He's going to be playing against guards like, of course, Jimmy Butler, Gabe Vincent, Caleb Martin, and all types of guards like that, and they're going to be sending a lot of defense. Eric Spoelstra, he's going to have a lot of good chess moves as a coach, being one of the greatest coaches of all time, in my opinion. I don't even think that's the debate. Eric Spoelstra, I mean, he continues to show how great of a basketball mind he is, but Jamal Murray, I think he'll have a counter for all of that, and we're going to see what Jokic as well has to bring to the table, but also the role players in this series have been huge. Elaborating a little bit more on Jamal Murray's performance, though, in this series against the Los Angeles Lakers, he averaged 32.5 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists in 4 games. He also shot 40% from 3 and basically 53% from the field, so he was super efficient. He had a couple down games, not necessarily in this series, but in the playoffs in general, like against Phoenix. But besides that, in the totality of these playoffs, Jamal Murray has risen to the occasion and has been a huge help, of course, to the Denver Nuggets, helping out Nikola Jokic. And we also have to give Michael Malone his flowers. He has been an amazing coach for the past 8 seasons for the Denver Nuggets. Been a part of this process for not only Nikola Jokic, but for Jamal Murray as well. Jamal Murray, when he injured himself, when he tore his ACL in the 2021 season, he literally asked Michael Malone if the Nuggets were going to trade him, and they said no. He is their point guard, and we see that in this series, and we see that in this playoff run right now. So Michael Malone, he's one of the best coaches in the league, and this team overall, they're ready for it. I also can't fail to acknowledge how much Mike Malone galvanizes his team and inspires them to play winning and championship basketball. I mean, there's been multiple occasions this season where he's lost his voice in the playoffs just coaching up his team, being furious trying to get his message across.
This game's a long way from being over. They're going to attack for 12 minutes. We got to get back, and we got to defend.
And then let's talk about the contribution of the other players, not necessarily just role players, because Michael Porter Jr., he's really good. A lot of people know that in high school, he was the best player in the class of 2017 before his back injury and all things like that. So he's really been a great talent and a huge addition for the Denver Nuggets in the past few years since he was drafted in the 2018 draft. He's been great. Bruce Brown, no one expected him to have an impact like he did and has had with the Denver Nuggets throughout the season. He had an integral role with the Nets a couple years ago, but he wasn't able to score like he is now, and he's really flourishing, playing really good for them. And then KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, playing great for them as well, making a lot of timely shots, timely threes. That's been one thing with the Denver Nuggets throughout this series. They've been able to make a lot of timely buckets for sure. And then we also have to talk about Aaron Gordon. He's been a perfect front court mate with Nikola Jokic, been able to defend, guard, and just be able to play great defensively and provide huge stretches of defense. Offensively, the Lakers were sagging off of Aaron Gordon, he was able to make them pay at times. The Denver Nuggets definitely have a lot of pieces. They have enough to win, and we're going to see that in full fruition in the NBA Finals. If you want to look at the path that the Nuggets have had going into these finals, I guess you can say it's not the most difficult, but I'm not sure. I mean, first round, we're not going to really talk about the Timberwolves, with all due respect, not trying to be disrespectful, but the second round, the Phoenix Suns. Now, we know that the Suns didn't have the most depth and the most bench, and then DeAndre Ayton and Chris Paul did get hurt, but they still had to play against Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. Devin Booker had an historic playoff run, even though they did lose in 6. Still, that was a tough team for the Nuggets to beat, I would argue. And then this Lakers team, they've been playing great in the playoffs for sure, beat the defending champions and the Golden State Warriors, even though that's not the same team as they were last year, but still, you can't underestimate the pedigree that the Warriors have because of their championship experience. But I will say that the Nuggets, they have been battle tested to an extent, and this potential series against the Heat will be nice. I think really there's no huge holes that you can say that the Nuggets have in their game. Sometimes they let their foot off the gas, sometimes their defense isn't the best, but when they're locked in for real, it's really hard to stop them. Like, they have a great team, a deep team. They can play 7 to 8 guys. Even their rookie Christian Brown, he's provided great minutes for them throughout the playoffs, even though he's a rookie, so that's really good for them. It's gonna really be a good series, a real tough and gritty series, gritty NBA Finals, potentially against the Miami Heat, in which we're gonna love to see. Of course, Jimmy Butler and Nikola Jokic, in my opinion, by far have been the best players in these NBA playoffs, and in my opinion, they're the best 2 players in the league right now. We know that Jimmy Butler, he doesn't always, show up regular season wise and play the level that he is now, but he's playing the best basketball of his career at the most important time, and that's what matters the most when you're talking about being an NBA legend, being an all-time great. And if he were able to lead Miami to a championship, that would be crazy. But of course, this video is about the Nuggets, and I'm just looking forward to that series in general because it will really solidify Nikola Jokic potentially have been a 3-time MVP. I'm not gonna lie, I was in the camp of thinking that he shouldn't have won 3 straight MVPs because he hadn't proven it in the postseason, but this season they're really putting it together, and we'll see. Maybe he'll get another MVP, not a regular season MVP, but a Finals MVP. And he did, of course, win the Western Conference Finals MVP, but that's a new award. That's not the same as winning Finals MVP, so we'll see what happens there. But the NBA Finals is going to be really good. The Nuggets are for real. They are ready for this, like I said in the title. So let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Do y'all think the Nuggets are going to go on to beat Miami Heat at this point? Because it doesn't look like the Celtics are going to really do anything. Like I said, they look cooked. They literally gave up in game 3. So are y'all looking forward to these NBA Finals between 2 not necessarily unlikely teams? I would say Miami's unlikely because they were in a play-in team. 2 teams that we didn't necessarily see would be in the finals, but the Nuggets have proven to us that they were the 1 seed for a reason. So let me know in the comments down below what you think of this Nuggets team. Are they poised to win this championship in the NBA Finals? Let me know y'all's thoughts. I appreciate you guys watching. Always make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at SwaggyRuss, and also on TikTok at SwaggyRuss02 for more cooking videos, shorts, content, and things of that nature. Man, these NBA Finals are going to be really good. The Nuggets, like I said, they are for real. They are ready, and let me know who y'all have winning for sure. And stay tuned for a future prediction video where I will make my finals pick. I'll be blessed. Y'all doing well, and hope your summer is going good.